1000 Vardorvis or the Ultor ring, whichever comes first. That's right. This is the sort of thing we do from time to time on this channel, and we're doing it again. In case you don't know, the Ultor ring comes from the Desert Treasure 2 boss called Vardorvis. It's the best ring in the game by far, boasting a plus 12 strength bonus, 3 times as much as the Berserker ring. Obviously, with being an Ultimate Iron Man and all, we're pretty restricted in terms of being able to attain the Ultor ring, but how about we just get it anyway? Yeah, let's just do that. Here's the video. Alrighty, first things first, Desert Treasure 2 completed. If you want to see a UIM take on DT2 guideless, then feel free to watch the last video. Alrighty, here we are, the Vardorvis bossing quadrant. I am really excited for this. It's been a while since we've done one of these series. They're always super cozy. I always have a great time, except for that one time we spent like 2 years grinding raids, but we don't talk about that. And yeah, so the way that this is going to work is that in order to get the Ultor ring, you have to get this item, the Ultor vestige, and then you have to get 3 chromium ingots, which this guy also drops. And then for the most part, once you get that, you can forge the ring, and then you're good to go. Eventually, we're going to want full Vertus as well. It's just like really nice for Barrage Slayer for when we go for the Imbued Heart. And then from there, we've got the Executioner's Axe Head for the Soul Reaper Axe. I don't think we're going to be going for that, but I guess that would be nice to get. According to the wiki, the Ultor vestige is a 1 in 1,000, so I am prepared to stay here for 1,000 KC. I have no idea how long that's going to take. I would estimate maybe like probably between the range of 50 to like 80 hours or something, depending on how efficient we do this. The inventory and gear is as such. I accidentally unnoted a bit too many prayer potions, so just pretend that didn't happen. And yeah, overall everything is looking good. The main thing is that we're going to be using the Fang on Slash, because this guy is weak to Slash. There's also going to be a rebalancing very soon with the Fang and the Scythe and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure the Fang is going to be weaker and the Scythe is going to be stronger, so it may be more beneficial to like wait to do this grind, but I don't know, man. I'm just doing it now because I want to do it, so we're doing it. I don't really know how this boss works that well, although I watched a guide. It seems to be going pretty smooth so far. And yeah, I guess when I learn more stuff, I will tell you about it. Okay, it turns out the learning portion's coming sooner than we thought. I recently found an amazing place to learn about online security, and the best part is that it's powered by AI. Who doesn't like learning from AI? So I now present to you Aura. Bro, one day we're gonna get this whole hair business down, but that's for another day. Today I want to talk to you guys about Aura. Aura is an all-in-one intelligent safety solution that's simple to understand and easy to use. They've sponsored the channel before, and I'm happy to have them back because their services are impeccable. Their features range from financial fraud protection, identity theft protection, spam call protection, antivirus, VPN and online privacy, and a bunch of other stuff. But why would I just tell you about their services when I can show you? Immediately upon logging in, you can see that some of my data has been involved in a leak. They stay on top of all this stuff for you, so you don't have to worry about it. If we scroll down here, they literally tell you when they submit remove requests from those pesky online spammers, and they notify you when it's been completed. So you can either let people continue to exploit and profit off your private information, or you can go to aura.com/Loki to start your 2-week free trial. Also linked below in the description, of course. Thanks again to Aura for sponsoring this video, and hopefully, if nothing else, let this just be a wake-up call for you guys that your online security is very important, and thankfully there are services out there like Aura to help you take care of that. Anyway, that's it for me. Bye. Yay, my first ever 2-kill trip. You'll love to see it. It's also 10 KC here. This boss is like pretty fun. It's kind of stressful because the KO potential on the guy is kind of high. He has lots of attacks that can fire off in quick succession. But all in all, I think I'm going to enjoy this grind a lot. Yeah, it's just a pretty good time. When I get drops like this, the Rune Javelin head, I'll come to this general store over here in Al Kharid, because according to the wiki, this is tied for the second best general store in terms of the price that the guy will buy the items at. Paul in each general store, 55% of alch value, and it only goes down by 1% per sale, which is actually the best in the game that you can get. And when you do the math, it's actually better than all the shops that give you 60% of alch value, because all those ones go down by 2 to 3% per sale. I just don't have the time to alch all of these. I've also got my alt here who's gonna buy them as I sell them. This way we can maximize our GP. Sell 5, buy 5, sell 5, buy 5. And yeah, doing that allowed us us to get 26k instead of 18k. So that's definitely going to be worth it. Just a little bit of extra effort having the alt here, but it's not too bad. He doesn't have to like move or anything. It's also just nice because the Polnavnich store is just like right next to the POH portal telly on the Max Cape. So it's like pretty accessible. And yeah, I guess, I don't know, man. I just, we'll cook the sharks in between each kill. Vardorvis has a rare drop of 100 raw sharks. So I don't know if we're going to be able to sustain our sharks from just the drops that he gives. Maybe once we get like really good at the boss and we're like not using as much food per kill. But yeah, I'll just be supplementing it with cheesy potatoes at the Warriors Guild whenever we need some extra food. So the coins are in the inventory for that. And yeah, the way that we get back to the boss between each kill is a pretty far run. But as you saw, there's a fairy ring south of the Mount Quidamortem Chambers of Zarek area. So we just run there, take this boat over to here. This is like the temple where you fight him. This little entry point right here just puts you right next to the boss slayer. And then he's here. So that's great. I'm pretty sure he also has a drop, some kind of tablet that you can put on this ring and then you can teleport like right here. So hopefully we can get that soon. Probably like a 1 in 50 or 1 in 100. I don't even know. I have no idea what this guy drops. So I don't even want to look at the drop table because I kind of want to be excited when I see like a cool drop. Like I don't even know, fucking 1,000 toad flax or something sick. And then as far as the fight itself goes, I just started off with a claw spec. We saved the last 2 claw specs for the end of the fight when he's in his enraged phase. He's got 4 special attacks. This axe throwing thing, you just run away from the axes and you're good. He's gonna pop up this little guy. This thing, you just click the things and then you're good. He's gonna pop up a little guy, you just pray range and then you're good. And then his other special attack doesn't do anything if we're standing at the center of these 2 pillars on any side of the room. So we just skip that one. But if you're not standing there, he like pops up a bunch of tentacles. There's one of the tentacles, but we don't really have to worry about that. Sometimes like this is when it gets stressed because like there was no way for me to avoid that axe attack unless I do like a very specific maneuver in which I sort of just stand right outside the render distance and then see like I just did it right there, but it's kind of a tight timing. I'm probably gonna die to try and talk during this enraged phase that we're about to have, but I'm gonna do it anyway. For the sake of the content, here we go. We're gonna bust out our 2 claw specs. Everything speeds up. He just does way more special attacks. I think it's like twice as fast. I don't know, but like the frequency at which they occur is twice as fast, not the attacks themselves. But yeah, luckily that wasn't too bad. So there's a full kill walkthrough. In terms of the loot, like we're not going to be picking up like pretty much any of it, honestly. I mean, so far, just the rune ore and then the rune javelin heads that we sell to the shop. But other than that, nothing really too good has dropped so far. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire next 100 hours of my life in a nutshell. So I guess we'll see what happens. One last little thing here. There's also this kind of like advanced strat that you can do. When he goes into the captcha attack where you have to click all the things on the screen, you can't attack him. But what you can do is you can right click him right before it happens. And then you can click attack. Then you can fill out the captcha. And while you're filling it out, your character will actually keep attacking him. So it's just a nice way to maintain your DPS. But you could also just eat during the captcha if you don't manage to get the strat off. Well, we died, as you do. I know we have to run past some guys on our way back, and I'm not sure if we die to them that we wipe our stuff, because that's usually how a death bank works, but I've never died to this guy, so I'm just assuming that's how it's gonna work. And to prevent dying from a DC while being attacked by these guys, I developed this strat called the sneaky click method. We click from all the way over here. That way, even if we do DC, since we red-clicked on the shortcut thing, we'll at least make it through there. And then if we DC, we will DC on the other side of this thing where there's no enemies, so we should be good. But yeah, it looks like this is just a death pile and not a death bank. So I don't imagine it would wipe our stuff, but I'm not gonna chance it or risk it. I'm just doing this because it's effectively 0 cost for a expected payout, which is priceless. And that is all the items on my account. This has got to be my first ever perfect kill. 67 Adior, is that perfect? That is perfect. Nice. It even says on the wiki here, 67 is the 50% increased loot that you get for a perfect kill, which applies to all the loot here. So yeah, that's kind of a unique mechanic to the DT2 bosses. If you don't take any unavoidable damage, then you get 50% increased loot as a reward for doing the boss perfectly. Thusly, it's called a perfect kill. So it took us 15 KC to get that. This is great. This is fun. I like this boss. Oh, we got it. A strange tablet. Strangled tablet. I would say that reading RuneScape words is probably one of my strongest strengths, so I take much pride in that. But if we go ahead and inspect this, we hear the word Stranglewood echo into my mind. Use it on the ring. We transfer the power of the tablet into the ring, which means we can now teleport to here. Although I've got to charge it up first. Alright, so we charge the ring up with Law, Blood, Soul, and Death. Kind of an expensive charge, but that's fine. It's going to be worth it. And then I don't even know where this is going to teleport us to, but I guess we'll see. The Stranglewood It's got a cool little animation right here. Okay. So yeah, that'll probably save us like maybe like 25 seconds every time we run back here. And considering we're only doing like 1 to 2 kill trips, that's definitely going to be noticeable and add up significantly. Bro, get me out of here. Whew. Oh no, 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 we're bleeding, we're bleeding, we're bleeding. Shit, 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 shit. Oh, okay, yeah. He has like a damage over time effect when you get hit by the axes. I think it does like 30 damage over 10 seconds or something like that. And the Ring of Life effect on the cape was gonna cause us to die because it was trying to save us. I couldn't get to the POH. So yeah, we gotta turn that off. Ring of Life settings, Ring of Life effect, disable this feature. Yes, okay. Yeah, when things go sour, I just throw on the max cape and then teleport to POH. So it takes like 2 ticks. So sometimes that's not gonna be fast enough. It would be nice to have a 1 tick teleport, but I really want to maximize the amount of food we bring each trip to increase the likelihood of getting a kill per trip. So we're just going to be sticking with this. And in case you're wondering, you can't menu entry swap or the max cape to be a 1-click teleport because all the teleports are inside the teleport menu. So I could do teleports and then it takes 1 tick for this window to come up. And if I'm in combat, this won't even come up. So it's just not going to happen. They really need to buff the max cape to be able to be a 1-tick teleport. It's not strong enough. Oh, new PB. That was a 1 minute 20. And it was also another perfect kill. Oh shit. Dude, 60 Onyx Bolts E? That's like a nice 600k. Dang. Do I put those in the looting bag? No, I think I probably just sell those instantly, right? Yeah, I could just stand here alching them now, or like alching them during the kill, or store them all in the looting bag and alch them all at the end. Or I can just sell them to the shop here. Yeah, I think with these, I'm just gonna set my menu entry swapper shop sell shift click to sell 1. We'll sell 1 at a time for 82.50 each. They alch for 9k each. Yeah, I think we'll end up losing about 40k by not selling these to like a better shop, like the Karemja shop with the Karemja gloves. It would take a bit of time to go do that, to buy the gloves and then go run all the way to the shop. This one's just a bit faster, but the Onyx Bolts, I'll probably end up doing that in the future just because, yeah, 45k for an additional minute of time is probably worth it. That works out to like 2 mil an hour. So yeah, anyway, that is a great drop, man. Yeah. Oh, dang. And it looks like if you can get a perfect kill with the Onyx Bolts, it's actually 90 Onyx Bolts. So that would be like almost 800k GP, and that's a 1 in 100 drop. So yeah, not bad at all, dude. Oh wow, there's a Dragon Defender on the ground. I bet you weren't expecting that. It only took 4 Cyclopses, that's great. I was just gonna like AFK edit the next video for an hour while we got another one of those. But yeah, this Slayer helmet has just been sitting in the inventory for this whole time, and I figure it's probably time that I just go get the Dragon Defender dupe and store it in the Master Stash unit in the Warrior Guild. That literally took 4 Cyclopses. So sometimes that grind can take like literally 2 hours. So it's nice to get the RNG balance every now and then where it only takes 3 seconds. So +1 inventory spaces for the Vardorvis. Bro, hell yeah. We got 38 silver ore. Yay. Our first ever shark drop, 200 raw sharks. That was a perfect kill. That would have been 300 raw sharks. I mean, that's even more than 200. I feel like with a full inventory of sharks, we should be able to get our first ever 3 kill trip rather. I don't know why I said it like that, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna teleport to our house after unloading the sharks at the bank. We're gonna cook the sharks on our kitchen that's nice and cozy. And yeah, I guess we'll try and keep this shark stack just going up and not down, but that probably won't happen. Oh shit, hell yeah, dude. That did not feel like a perfect kill, but I guess we got the perfect kill on the Onyx Bolt drop. 90 Onyx Bolts, dude. 800k. I'm like at the point where I'm kind of only half paying attention, just like watching YouTube videos and stuff, so I'm not really getting many perfect kills, but yeah, that definitely feels amazing. Like I mentioned, we're going to be doing the Karemja shop for these ones, because here you actually just sell for high alch value. So these are going to give us 9k each, and that is good. All right, so decided to start using thralls here. I don't really use thralls that much. I just don't like resummoning them. It's kind of a pain, but it's like insanely good. The thrall is equivalent to like my identical setup, just add full Torva and an Ultor ring. And that's not even fully true, because our current DPS with the thrall is 6.66, and with that setup I said it's only 6.60, so the thrall is even better than all that shit. So we're gonna be thralling. I do have the master combat achievements completed, so pretty sure it stays for like a minute and a half instead of just a minute, which is nice. The kills take about 1.5 to 2.5 minutes, so probably just gonna summon it once to twice per kill. But yeah, the way I started thinking about it was like 1 thrall essentially will get you like, what is it, like 37 damage per minute or something? And since it lasts for a minute and a half, that's like, it's like 50 or 60 damage for 1 click. click. So thinking about it like that just seems like it's a no-brainer. Yeah, obviously we need the Book of the Dead in the inventory now, so it's -1 inventory space, but hopefully we'll still be able to maintain like 2 kills per trip. All right, there is 50 KC at the boss. We are officially worthy enough to be ranked on the high scores. So if we go ahead and hop worlds here, we will see Mr. UIM Loki at rank number 166. I guess some bosses you don't need 50 KC to be ranked at, because this guy has 5. Shout out to UIM and Masket, the Vardorvis master. Hey, there's flashcards. I know flashcards. Shout out to flashcards. Ooh, the 90 Onyx bolts. Also gonna go for my first ever 3 kill trip here. Probably not gonna get it just because the food is not really enough, but who knows. Oh, hey, we got it yellow to see it. Medium clue? What the heck? Did not think this guy would drop medium clues. I guess we'll just go do that. Triple amulet of power. Wow. Hey guys, it's a brand new day here. Normally I like to make a clip whenever like my potion stack goes down by an increment of 1000, but I missed the 7000 prayer pot clip. So now I'm gonna make this one. Our prayer pot stack is now officially below 6998. I guess it's still also officially below 7000, even though it was already below 7000. Ooh, 600 soul runes. I think that's a perfect kill with the soul rune drop, because normally that's only 400, and I don't even think I've gotten that yet, but that's going to be super nice for the Tunic and Shadow, obviously. It's going to be 300 charges on there. That is really great. I love to see that. And you know what? In fact, that is so many soul runes that if we put them in the looting bag here, we will now have over 100,000 soul runes for the first time, perhaps ever. Probably not though, but I can't remember. This is a nice thing to see, regardless of whether it's happened before or not. I probably need to use these up because they don't need to be taking up inventory spots. And there is the good old 100 KC for the mine runes. Hell yeah, dude. We're going to go cast some fucking fire strike. Ooh, 60 more onyx bolts, a nice little 600k. Did not get the perfect kill though, but that's all right. I just realized that when my alt does this, he has to buy the onyx bolts E for 19.2k each, and then theoretically he could sell them back on the market for like basically 9k each. So that's a 10k loss per onyx bolt for the alt. So this 60 onyx bolts is going to be a 600k loss on the alt. I didn't realize how cost intensive this whole exchange was until right now, but it's still definitely worth it. I just yeah, that's pretty crazy. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking... Hey guys, I am UIM Loki the Fisher, because I'm just AFK editing the next video a little bit. Decided to get some fish. And if you look in the chat box here, we just got the fucking heron pet. But we actually didn't get it because, well, for those of you who don't know, when you get a pet, it normally just drops down behind you. But if you already have something following you, it goes to your inventory. If your inventory's full, it goes to your bank. But since I'm a UIM, I don't have a bank. So when all that happens, you get the message for, you have a funny feeling like you would have been followed. What the heck? Wait, do I already have the heron pet? Is that what just happened? Okay, yeah, because I don't have a pet following me, so it would have popped out behind me. I think I already have the heron pet. I must. That's right. Okay, heron pet. Yeah, that's the second one. I got the first one when I was doing sacred eel fishing during Leagues 2. Yeah, I guess we have a decent amount of fishing XP on this account, 21.7 mil. So yeah, there's the second heron pet. I guess that's a cool thing. I was kind of scared for a sec that we like didn't get it because of the full inventory situation, but yeah, I guess we'll just drop these potatoes so we can get more clue bottles and more pets if we want to get those. But yeah, so essentially we were just doing minnows because it'll be nice to get like a bunch of sharks for Vardorvis and also necks, which we're going to do somewhat soon enough. And I guess now is a good time as any to start a next channel in the Discord. We'll call it next team finding. And since I'm going to be doing, yeah, probably 1,000 necks or full Torgo, whichever comes first, feel free to hop into the Discord and join the channel if you want to be doing next with me when I start that in probably like a month or something. So yeah, I'm going to finish editing the video and then we will get back on into some Vardorvis. Also, in my clan, UIM Holiday got the Dragon Warhammer like the exact same time that I got the fishing pet. I actually know UIM Holiday. He was like one of my first like 30 subscribers on the channel like 3 years ago. He used to message me after every video and be like, hey, sick video, back before I was an arrogant YouTuber with permanent private chat off. But yeah, shout out to UIM Holiday. It's a throwback. Wow. By the way, I hope that you guys don't take it personally when I have private off. Working 50 to 60 hour weeks every week, I barely even have enough time for myself, let alone the other people in my real life, let alone people in my digital life. So that's kind of the reason behind that. All right, that's probably good for now. What is this going to be, like 1,200 sharks? Yeah, that is great, and they're noted even better. I guess we'll go do these clues real quick. All right, 2 caskets here. We're only going to show this clip if we get a unique from one of these. Ooh, I didn't think we'd actually get... Boy, that's fucking rare, isn't it? Pretty sure it's like a 1 in 1k. No unique from the medium, but that is totally fine. The monk robe T. Hell yeah, dude. According to the wiki, every beginner clue unique is 1 in 360, so I must be thinking of like the monk robe G from the easy clues, which are probably like a bit rarer. Anyway, you're gonna throw these into the POH to most likely never be seen again. All right, there's my first ever 4-kill trip, thanks to a double supply drop. He'll drop somewhat commonly 4 tuna potatoes, a prayer pot, and super combat. So those are always nice to get, because then we can stay here for longer. Our first ever collection log slot from this guy. The blood quartz, 2 to the 7th KC. I guess the strangled tablet is also collection log slots, but there's the blood quartz. So according to the wiki, the blood quartz can attach onto the ancient scepter to create the blood ancient scepter. The ancient scepter is an attachment which you can put on the ancient staff that comes from the phantom muspa, and it essentially just increases the effects of ancient magics by 10%. And yeah, with the blood scepter, in addition to that 10% passive bonus, it also lets you overheal up to 10% of the player's base hit points. So I guess that makes sense for a blood spell to be able to overheal you. As a UIM, we're not going to really be able to hang on to any of the blood, smoke, ice, and shadow quartzes that you get from the DT2 bosses. So that's just going to be a drop unless we can alch it. It says 60k alch. I guess we'll find out when we go try and alch it in a minute. But yeah, that is just a nice collection log slot for us. And I guess we will keep on going. All right, the moment of truth. Can we alch the thing? You can't even alch it, so yeah, that's a drop, but that's all right. Something that I've never talked about for this boss is it has this kind of unique mechanic where the lower its HP is, the higher its strength is, but also the lower its HP is, the lower its defense is. So that means it's good to like save your specs for the end of the kill because his defense is low, so you could just like skip the enrage phase by just picking him out when his defense is low because you're gonna hit your specs. It also just makes the fight progressively more risky as his strength increases. That means he can hit higher and he has a higher combo potential. Thusly, you're gonna die more likely. So anyway, I wanted to say that over the last like 100 KC, but I didn't know when to say it, so I just decided to say it now. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed me saying that. Bro. Wow. Virtus robe bottom, 149 KC. I spontaneously started streaming for the first time in like 2 months. Here we are. And I guess we summoned the purple. That's a purple, I guess, because the text is purple. It's more pink, but I'll just call it a purple. I don't know if I hold on to that or just toss it straight into the POH. Looting bag's pretty full. I was planning to put our like chromium ingots in here. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just hold on to it for now and then decide tomorrow morning because it's super late right now. I don't want to make any rash decisions. And yeah, that is really nice to get. So we'll kill the boss some more now. How about that? Hey, how's it going, guys? Just woke up for the day here. So yeah, last night we got our first piece of Virtus. I'm not really good at like commentating YouTube clips while I'm streaming, so I guess I'll just talk about this now briefly. In case you don't know, Virtus is pretty valuable. The robe bottom is worth 36 mil. Each piece of Virtus gives a 1% magic damage bonus. So that's half as good as Ancestral. That gives a 2% magic damage bonus per piece. Unless you're casting ancient magics, it increases the magic damage bonus to 4% per piece of Virtus, which means the full set gives 12% magic damage bonus when casting ancients, which is twice as good as Ancestral. It also gives the same magic attack bonus and actually a bit better defense bonuses as well. So, as well as 2 prayer bonus. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, we're definitely going to want to be getting the full set of Virtus. The problem is that it's just insanely rare, like 1 in 3,264 per piece from Vardorvis. That's because Vardorvis is like one of the fastest DT2 bosses. If you kill the Whisperer, for example, it's almost twice as common, but it's still pretty rare. So like, you know, on average, we're going to finish the Ultor ring by 1000 KC. We'll finish the Mage's ring by 1000 KC at Duke, which means we're not even going to expect to see a piece of Virtus at both of those bosses combined by the time we finish the rings, which means if we wanted to finish Virtus, we would most likely have to stay and like go to another boss, maybe like the Leviathan or the Whisperer, but we wouldn't really use the ring pieces from those guys, which is their unique drop. So like, I don't know, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. Obviously we want to complete the full set because then we can store it in the POH. So it's just a nice thing to have if you're going to be doing like Barrage Slayer, which is something that we're going to be doing a lot of once we get to the Imbued Heart grind. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because that's a pretty monumental thing to get on an Iron Man, and we're an Iron Man. So yeah, that's just amazing. But anyway, I guess we will get into today's activities. Oh, hey, would you look at that? My yearly summary is in. We're just going to talk about this for like 10 seconds. Apparently in 2023, up until, well, it's only December 20th right now, and this thing was probably sent a few days ago, but we played for 1,815 hours. I guess that comes out to roughly 5 hours per day, every day for the whole year. So that's pretty cool. And the one thing I was really curious to find out was my biggest login streak. I guess we logged in for 82 days consecutively, and that was our biggest streak. But yeah, there's some cool stuff in here. The rest of this doesn't really have much for us because we're basically maxed. And yeah, I sent 5,000 chat messages throughout the whole year, so that's pretty interesting. Anyway, I'd be curious if any of you managed to beat my login streak, so if you guys did, then feel free to comment below. Ooh, alright, our first Awakener's Orb. Let's see, how much is this thing worth these days? 1.3 mil, okay. So this thing lets us fight the awakened Vardorvis. Well, all of the awakened DT2 bosses. I don't think we're going to be doing that though, because that's just going to be extremely difficult. I've seen like a lot of people do like 40 to 50 attempts for each one, but when you complete, I think, all of the awakened bosses, you get the Blood Torva ornament kit. And since I don't even have Torva yet, we wouldn't have a use for the ornament kit. But in fact, I know that there's only like maybe 1 to 2 UIMs in the entire game who even have the Blood Torva ornament kit. So that's like an extremely intense flex that we are not going to be joining the ranks of. So I don't know, man. I guess we'll just drop this to the Bond Alt after this trip is over. It's a cool thing to get. It's a collection log slot. I would only really go for Blood Torva if like I already knew how to do all the awakened bosses, and then I just like did it in like 1 to 2 attempts on this account or something. So I guess we'll just go ahead and sell this to the Paul Navneet shop for 41k, because why not? And then the Bond Alt will buy it for 74k, and then the Bond Alt can sell it on the GE for the 1.4 mil. So that is something. I'm gonna go ahead and deposit all of our GP into the LMS coffer. So far we've made 3 mil GP from this grind. The 1 extra inventory space for food is probably going to be like a nice thing to have, so it'll ever so slightly increase our odds at securing the 3 kill trip, which is currently our target. All right, so I think another thing we're going to do in terms of maximizing our chance of getting 3 kills per trip is we're just going to pre-pot the super combat and not like bring a full super combat every trip, because I mean 3 kills, that's like 6 minutes. Super combat's not going to wear off in 6 minutes. There's really no reason to bring more than 1 dose, because like the last trip, for example, we got 2 perfect kills. We had 6 sharks left in the inventory and like 40 HP, so that's just like barely not enough to get a 3 kill trip, even though they were perfect kills. So yeah, I think this is pretty much about as optimal as we can get. I could even just throw preserve on for like the first half of the trip to just retain a little bit of our boost that is already drained by 1 level, as you can see. Oh, look at this little dragon imp as we're coming to Paul Navneet. No, I should have planned for this and not just ran right straight at him and pushed him over the mountain. Oh well. Huh. The loot spawned over there. Am I allowed to go over there? I don't know. It seems like it's out of bounds. Seems like we can get it, but I don't know why that happened. It's spooky, just like this spooky tree, and we're hiding behind the spooky tree. Oh. Another Awakener's Orb. Another 1.4 mil for the Bond Alt. By the way, I forgot to mention the Awakener's Orb is a 1 in 80 from Vardorvis, which means you have to do 80 Vardorvis kills in order to get access to fight 1 awakened Vardorvis on average. So like, that's just crazy. That means if it takes you 40 attempts, you have to kill like fucking, what is that, 3,200 Vardorvis just to be able to fucking kill it once. So that's crazy. But yeah, for us, it's just going to be the 40k. Oh. Looks like we got an elite clue. So far, we've gotten a medium clue and an elite clue. I didn't know that's weird that he drops that. Usually that doesn't happen, but I guess we'll go do that after this trip. And I guess that's also 222 KC. So the second triple digit of the same number KC on the grind. You love to see it. And hey, would you look at that? That is our first ever 4 kill trip. We didn't even get a supply drop. So that was just like probably just pretty good RNG. All right, there is the elite casket. What do we get? Nice. Bro, what the heck? A hard clue also? He drops like every tier of clue, I guess, because there's no way. He drops 3 different kinds and not the rest, right? I guess we'll go do this hard clue. And there's the hard casket. Ooh, what do we get? Nice. I don't know how we did it, but the video is already full video length. So if I make it any longer, you guys won't watch it anyway. Well, most of you. Enough of you to incentivize me to end it here. We're going to have to continue this into the next video. If you made it to the end, feel free to leave a like. It's a really, really great way to get the channel recommended out there. If you're curious if we're going to end up getting the Ultor ring, then feel free to subscribe to be notified when the next video drops. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Take care. Until next time, I love you. Bye. Massive shout out to the YouTube members. At the silver tier, we've got Chester, Thornforge, Brendan, Toasty the Wizard, Benjamin H, Cookie Cake, Gangplank Main, Nihilism Rip, Trogthor, Chicken Noodles, Clump, Alfredo, JBT, Cope, Jacob P, and our newest member, Kenneth M. For the gold tier, we've got Aea, Misks, David Boone, Killer Queen, Belham, Dubbing Till Death, Gilly, Obtainable Beer, MF, Unworn Tripod, Soapski, Big Dick 69, It Slits, and Romelu Score a Lot. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one.